'Tis the season for summer fun, and how better to celebrate the warm weather than at the Do Good Fest, kicking off in Montpelier this weekend. Good afternoon and welcome to Across the Fence. I'm Jolie Whitney. The Do Good Fest has become one of Vermont's premier summer events. Held on the lawn of the National Life Group in Montpelier, the concert benefits Branches of Hope and the Howard Center. 2024 marks a decade of Do Good. First, let's learn how the annual summer concert went from an idea to a full-blown festival of hope and help, community, and collaboration.
The idea came in 2013. We were trying to find an event that we could sponsor, that we could put our name on as we were building our brand recognition. Me and one of my colleagues went to leadership, to Miran, and said, how would you feel if we put on a concert on the back lawn? And they said, go ahead. If you can make it work, go ahead. But the question, of course, is what do we call it? And our values are do good, be good, make good. What else should we call it but Do Good Fest? The first year in 2014, we worked with a local radio station. They landed us some great talent. Eric Hutchinson was our lead singer. We had Nonprofit Village, food trucks. The stage was down at the bottom, natural, beautiful amphitheater here. We opened the gates that year, and I was able to count 7 people. I thought, oh no, this was not a good idea at all. But people started coming. We had about 1,500 people on the hill. And then it's grown over the years. Fast forward to 2019, and we had Michael Franti in Spearhead, and we had to shut the hill down because we had 10,000 people on the hill. Wall-to-wall people. It was amazing. It's now the largest event in Vermont. It's incredible. I've met people who they've driven from Virginia and Pennsylvania and states away to come to this because it is really not only so much fun, but it's a benefit concert. It benefits Branches of Hope Cancer Patient Fund. It benefits the families and those affected by cancer in our community. 2020 came around, and all of a sudden we found ourselves, all of us, in the middle of a global pandemic. And it was crushing, of course, that we had to cancel this event. So we made a donation to Branches of Hope, and we continued to do that through the pandemic until we were able to resume having Do Good Fest in person again. Here comes 2022, and we decided that we're coming back bigger and better than ever. We had X Ambassadors, who was our headliner, and they just brought the house down. I think everybody was just so grateful to be back together again and to support music, to support each other, that donations skyrocketed, and we had our largest donation to date for Branches of Hope. So in 2023, we had 8,000 tickets reserved. On Sunday, it started raining, and it kept raining. And there was catastrophic flooding in Vermont. We needed to figure out what to do. And frankly, the discussion was, well, it looks like we need to cancel. And we thought, wait a second, it's gonna take months and possibly years to recover what was lost in the floods all around the state. What if we did a live stream show that was virtual, purely virtual, to raise money for flood relief? 72 hours later, we put on a virtual show. Folks came together, talented people with a wide range of skill sets, reaching out to connections, talking to folks who they knew, and they made it happen. The numbers were incredible.
National Life will match it dollar for dollar for a cool total of $1 million.
We had donations coming in literally from all over the world, and we landed on $1.73 million that we raised for flood recovery. But what was super cool about this is that our donation really kickstarted flood recovery for the Vermont Community Foundation, which has since raised roughly $14 million for flood relief. The opportunity to really rally others to support our communities and continue to do good, I think is frankly never ending. When you bring friends to the table and when you have more people helping with those causes, now you're really making a difference. Now it's a movement. We're already doing big things, but there's an opportunity to even go bigger. What does that look like? I'm not exactly sure, but I'm excited to find out.
And joining me today is Scott Rogers, the head of facilities for National Life Group. Welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
And can you tell me a little bit about your role in putting on the Do Good Fest?
So I'm really lucky. I get to be one of the organizers of the show.
That's incredible, and we haven't really mentioned yet who's even headlining this year. Who can we look forward to seeing?
Oh, we are so excited this year. It's going to be huge. So our headliner is Fitz and the Tantrums. They have a number of hit songs, and although I've never seen them live, I am told they are absolutely electric on stage. Then, of course, we have Rachel Platten, and everybody knows her worldwide hit, Fight Song. We have Dishwalla, who's an incredible rock band, and Couch, who's an up-and-coming band out of Boston. They have a tremendous following already. And then opening the show is a local high school band, The Radiants.
And we're going to jump into them in a second, but we should cover some information if somebody's looking to go. How much are the tickets this year?
So tickets are a minimum donation of $5. People are welcome to donate more if they'd like. And everything that comes in from donations and ticket sales, whether it's general admission or VIP tickets, goes directly to our beneficiaries.
And things get kicked off pretty early in the day, is that right?
Yeah, so the gates open at 1:30 and the show starts at 2.
And we were talking about this a little bit earlier, and as people could see from the video we just played, it gets kind of crowded in there. So are you guys worried about selling out this year?
Well, we hope we sell out this year. So we'd love to get 10,000 people on the hill. We're headed in that direction. It does start, a little bit mellow earlier in the day. We have such a beautiful venue, big, beautiful lawn sloping down to the stage at the bottom. It's a natural amphitheater. And early in the day, the crowd starts to come in a little slowly, and then it builds up. About 5 or 6, we get to capacity. And it's just so much energy, so much fun. It's all about community, food, fun, friends, and some great music.
Yeah, they touched on it a little bit, but it's not just the event. Can you tell me about some of the other things going on there at the venue?
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, we have our beneficiaries, Branches of Hope and Howard Center, but we also have a tent with 20 local nonprofits. We just really believe in highlighting the good work that's done by so many in our community. And folks who come to the festival can stop by and chat with those 20 nonprofits and learn about the good work they're doing.
And 1:30 to the end of the night's quite a long day. You also have food vendors as well, is that right?
Yes, yeah, we have 24 food vendors this year, which is the most we've ever had. And you can get anything from a maple creamy to a hamburger, to whatever your heart desires, it'll be there.
All right, picky eaters will find something.
That's right, picky eaters will be happy.
All right, and in addition to the national acts on stage, Do Good provides an opportunity called Beats for Good, which gives Vermont high school students a shot at opening slot for the festival. Let's learn about a chance to do good for up-and-coming musicians in Vermont.
The winner for Beats for Good is right here today. The Radiants, you are opening the Do Good Fest!
Beats for Good is a high school music competition for students to win the chance to open Do Good Fest. Also win a $5,000 donation to their high school's music program.
Give it up for the Laker ladies!
It's an amazing opportunity for people.
The Kingdom All-Stars.
It's wonderful to give kids my age and kids even younger the opportunity to get into the kind of music world.
They get to meet with the musicians backstage who are also performing that day, and they get to talk to these musicians and learn from them.
I'm so happy and so proud of all my band and how hard that we've worked for this.
As a music teacher, it's really important for me to see my students succeed and to see them grow as musicians. And since one of National Life's corporate causes is youth mental health, music is a really big part of that.
After COVID, music was kind of like my escape. It helped calm my anxiety a lot, and I really love playing music with my friends. I think it's one of my main sources of joy and happiness.
Music lets you meet really cool people and enter really cool spaces. I don't know who I'd be without it.
Music is a great way for students to express themselves. They find a community within music, and it's a really safe space for them.
For me, my students, I feel like in music, they gain so much independence. They become self-motivated and self-disciplined. They become leaders in our school and in the world.
Believe it or not, music programs actually need money to survive and thrive. So it's been really great to see National Life really take that seriously and invest in school music programs.
It means so much to me that I can barely put it into words.
I'm really excited to play. I'm also really excited about all the headliners and the musicians that we're going to meet.
When you look at the lineup that National Life has set up, it's just incredible. I'm sure it's going to be a blast.
It's an amazing stage. Amazing venue. We had such a great time and we were so happy to be up here, and it was an amazing experience.
And if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Do Good Fest happening this coming weekend on July 13th at the National Life Group campus in Montpelier. And following that video we just saw, can you tell me where this year's winners came from?
Yeah, 4 of the students were from Montpelier High School and 1 is from Twinfield. What an amazingly talented group of kids. I can't wait to see them play.
Absolutely, and they're keeping it local by playing in Montpelier as well.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely, and you're not doing this alone. Can you tell me a little bit about the partners that National Life Group is working with?
Yeah, this is such a huge show, and it takes an army of volunteers and an army of partners. So it's always hard to name people because you're afraid you'll forget somebody, but Star 92.9 and a shout out to John Mullett. He does so much work to pull this together. WCAX has been a great partner. Atomic does the stage and the sound and light, and they're so great to work with. And we have a steering committee of 5 or 6 folks from National Life Group who also have day jobs, so it's a heavy lift, but it's so rewarding to be part of. On the day of, we have an army of about 100 volunteers who step up and help out to help the show come off without a hitch. This year we also have something exciting to announce. We have a sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts is getting involved this year, so Do Good runs on Dunkin', and the first 5,000 people through the gate will get a $5 gift card.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's growing too and working with something like Dunkin'.
Absolutely. It's the biggest show in Vermont.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. And for more information or to get yourself some tickets, visit the website dogoodfest.com, and we'll keep that on the screen while we thank our crew behind the scenes here at WCAX, who always make good and do good for Across the Fence. I'm Jolie Whitney. Have a good one.